Hello, everybody. Happy
Hello.
full moon. Well, it was technically the full moon yesterday, but we didn't even go to that. We, we didn't even go to that concert that we were gonna go to.
Oh, sad.
Monies, but it's okay. So we didn't technically have to reschedule, but I didn't want to, because we already, whatever. Anyway, you can introduce yourself. I'm sure people know who you are, but
Hey, I'm Olivia, or Liv from Liv's Library. I make all types of booktube content.
and she's in the middle of hosting Gilmoreathon.
Yeah, the Gilmore Girls readathon is this week, and the reading is going okay. I know. I almost got that exact same sweatshirt. Not gonna lie.
I thought you wanted it in blue.
Yeah, but in blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the blue one. I was hoping you would get it. Did you ever get one? Any?
No.
But I've been spending way too much money lately. Today I bought a freaking anti-hero tote bag.
Oh.
It literally
You have to
just
send me a picture.
Yeah, it's from, I don't know if you follow her on Instagram, but KB Reading. She does cosplay for Sarah J. Matt for House of Earth and Blood. She
I
has
don't know if I
bright
do.
red hair. I think that's the same person. But
Ooh.
but yeah, I spent way too much money on it, but I was like, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get your money's worth.
Yeah, I hope so. But we're reading Nettle and Bone.
We did it.
Yes, we did it. Because you read it all in one day, right? On Sunday?
I read 50 pages at one point or another, and then I blazed through it on Sunday, the rest of it. So I feel like it's all jumbled in my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
How's your reading going with Gilmore Girls? Have you read a lot between?
I have read a book, and then I'm in the halfway through 2 other books right now. So not terrible.
Okay, so you have other things going on and they're mixing with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't remember much, so we need y'all's help in the comments. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
But yeah, I read this. When did I read this?
You started it before me, right?
Yeah, so last week. I think this was my first or second read of November. So yeah, I knew that was a mistake. But I wanted to do it before Gilmore Girls readathon.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I have to do it now, so I don't run out of time. I didn't want to run out of time, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Destinie. Thanks for coming. All right, well, I guess we could start with ratings. I mean, I think you already know mine.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. At least one half of the spectrum for sure.
Okay, yeah, I gave it. I usually don't go first, but I gave it a 3. I think a low 3.
Yeah, higher than I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What'd you give it?
I rated it a 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, it was overall for surface level thoughts. I guess here, let me put up my banner. The only banner I remember to put up. Why is everything highlighted? Okay. Hello, Alexis. Hi, Jess. Hi, Kendal.
Hello.
Already cracking me up. Yeah, this is the first time Liv and I are talking
I was just thinking about that as I was getting ready. I was like, how is this the first time we've talked face to face?
I know. We've been talking for through DMs for a year now, probably.
I know.
Something like that.
For forever.
So this is wild. But yeah, a monumental moment for sure. Read it in October. Liv told me this was your book. Aw, cute. So excited to share this interesting book. Not read it. Oh wow, love the support.
For real. Amazing.
But overall, I don't know. I don't think this type of writing is I love T. Kingfisher. I read What Moves the Dead.
Okay.
Last month, and it was my favorite book of October.
Oh wow.
You DNF'd that, right?
I did, but I think it's just because I didn't have time for it. It's not that I was disliking it. It was just I'm not in the mood for this right now. I'll come back to it. So.
But did you read The Fall of the House of Usher or no?
No. I did look up an animated short film that's on YouTube that is the poem, but it's an animated form. I don't know if you've seen it. It's super cool. So I was able to basically read it that way, and it's super fun because it has visuals. Okay. So I had something to compare it to. But the vibes were super good. in the book.
it was creepy. It creeped me out. I feel like I understood it a lot more because I read The Fall of the House of Usher. I think I'm gonna start doing that more for retellings. But anyway, I really like T. Kingfisher's writing.
Me
but
too.
I think this, just like the fairy tale-esque fantasies, are not for me. But like I like fairy tale retellings.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, so it's like weird. I don't know. It was just a lot of it went over my head, but I mean the vibes are there for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it was very simple in comparison to other fantasy, which is funny that you say you feel like it went over your head, because I felt like it didn't have a lot of politics. It was very straightforward, which made it kind of a fun read. I don't know. It was just okay. Because I'm used to a lot more in my fantasy.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I think like the elements of it is what I'm talking about. Like the saint and the knights, or not knights. What were the other things? Like the dust wife and all that.
Yes.
Like I think those part, like I get that it was like straightforward. Like I was able to follow at the time. Now I don't know what the hell happened, but but like towards the end, especially like with the thief wheel thing, like what the heck was going on?
I could not visualize that at all.
I suck at visualizing in general, but
I was like, is this some type of like ghost, or like I didn't understand that at all.
Because I felt like one page they were talking about what the thief wheel is and like how it like kills people basically, and then the next page they were like the ones getting killed by it, and I was like, when did this happen? I know. I thought we were just getting an explanation. I didn't know there was one in the vicinity. Like,
right. It was choppy. That part was totally weird to me. Yeah.
That's a good word for it. Yeah. Gave it 4 stars. The first half it was like a 2-star, but I was the opposite. I liked it in the beginning more.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that though. We're like totally opposite, but I love that.
You felt this way too?
No, yeah. I felt like the beginning, I was like, I was not prepared for all these like labor and birthing descriptions.
Oh no, okay, yeah, that part. You know, I mean, you've seen my videos. I talk about it all the time.
For sure.
Pregnancy, birth. There was way too much. But I get that it had to happen. Okay, it didn't have to, but like it had to happen for her to like do a trigger warnings for domestic abuse, and also spoilers like right away, by the way.
Yeah, we're just hopping right in.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously she, if you read it, I mean, she just had to keep getting pregnant so that he would stop abusing her.
Yeah.
So it like made sense, but also could she have done anything else?
I know. It's so true.
Like, why was she pregnant 97 times in a row?
Right? It's like, this is a little far-fetched here, I feel like.
Like, I was warned by my friend. She was like, hey, trigger warning. Like, I know this pisses you off. Like, and I was like, okay, so it's going to be one scene. She was like, yeah, you could skip over it. And then I got to the scene. I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. The very first one. And then she got pregnant again and again.
Yeah, exactly. It just kept going.
Like, oh no.
Oh, I know.
But you like the ending more then?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the first 80 pages, I was just trudging through. It was so slow for me. Like, it was just such a slow buildup for such a short book that I felt like the pacing was like, okay, can we just like get to something?
Yeah.
I feel like when the dust wife came into the picture, that's when I was like, okay, like this lady's kind of funny. I'll keep reading.
I had to look up what a dust wife even was. And so I learned about, like, I didn't know if it was like a common fantasy thing or like just specific to this book. So I looked it up, and then I wrote the definition down, and it said something about her demonic chicken. And I was like, oh, okay, so all dust wives have demonic chicken. No. Which, by the way, that chicken reminded me of Hey Hey. I could not unsee Hey Hey from Moana.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And then the bone dog, Scraps, hands down, from Corpse Bride. Have you seen
Corpse Bride? Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. He was my favorite character for sure.
Oh, I love the dog. It was so much fun. It was such a unique twist. It's like, how could I not like it? Because I've never read anything like it before. The characters were very intriguing to me.
True, yeah. And like that, speaking of the beginning part, I was confused. Was chapter 1 like a flashback?
I haven't even looked back.
Because like she mentions right
yes,
when
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, there's no indication of that.
Yeah, I thought that was odd too.
You kind of just have to figure it out because like she's building the goddamn dog and and then the explanation for the mission is later. But it's also in the synopsis, so it's like
that confused me too.
What is going on here? Also, I don't know if I monetize this. This always freaking happens to me.
Oh yeah, me too. I usually don't turn it on until after I'm done.
I always freak out. The moment I swear, I'm always like, oh, forgot to monetize. Okay, yeah, I did it.
Gotta get that penny.
For real. For the 14 people who are here. Thanks for being here. Hello, Amanda. I have 2 other cozy books on my TBR, the baking one and Sword Heart. Sword Heart. That's by T. Kingfisher, right?
I can't picture that cover.
I think I've seen it like once. It's like silver, I think. But what baking one? The City Baker's Guide?
The Wizard's Defense Baking Guide?
2 of her other... Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought just cozy books in general.
Oh.
Never mind. I misunderstood everything. Hi, Nicole. Gave it 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. I'm so glad you did. Hello, Quinn.
Hello.
Wanted to DNF. Felt kind of like a YA. I read it right after What Moves the Dead, which was superior. I agree. What Moves the Dead was definitely superior.
That'd be hard reading them back to back. Like, I don't really like doing that with authors because I don't know. I play the comparison game too much.
I was going to say you can't not compare them. I mean, I read them pretty closely. I finished What Moves the Dead on Halloween, and I started this a couple days later, so pretty much back to back. But
yeah,
love for Quinn. Main character was 25 or 30, but I thought she was 16. She did act really young.
Yeah, I kind of completely forgot this was adult until she just said this.
That's so true. Yeah, I just turned to the page where it was like she was 30 years old or whatever.
Yeah, well, it jumps ahead in time. So she does start out pretty young, like 13 or something in the beginning, but then she gets older. So I feel like the only thing that made this adult was obviously the beginning, like all the birthing descriptions, but like there's barely any language in it. So I don't know what else would have made it like adult.
That's true. I guess they were trying to just do like adult fairy tale type of thing and be cute and quirky.
Yeah, new adult.
Hello, Kendal. Maybe retellings are more your thing because you have a basis for this. Yeah, I adore fairy tale retellings, but maybe not brand new fairy tales. Yeah, exactly. I had to look up if this was a retelling or not because I don't think I've ever. No, that's probably a lie.
It's not, is it?
It's original. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you read the author's note in the back?
No.
She was. This is like a combination of Princess and the Pea and Little Red Riding Hood or something.
How is it Princess and the Pea?
I was gonna ask you if you saw that because I did not.
Princess and the Pea. I mean, I don't think I've read like the full version. Like the thing that's coming up to me is, have you ever watched Read Between the Lions? Or like Between the Lions? Those like on PBS Kids.
Oh,
the lions at the library.
Yes.
They like recreated Princess and the Pea. There was like a segment with Princess. That's all I remember. That's all I'm saying.
How do you remember that?
Because I love that show. I'm an only child. That's all I did was watch TV and color my coloring books.
Great.
But yes, this is definitely true because I have like a thing to compare it to. Like the beginning better than the end as well. Dustwipe was a vibe.
Yeah. She honestly kind of made the book for me. Like some of her one-liners were pretty good.
Yeah, I love the part when what the hell is the Mara? When Mara thought that she was joking about the demonic chicken, she was like, wait.
Yeah. She's like, what the heck? This is real?
There's actually a demon in this chicken. And then, like, yeah, her responses, I forgot what her response was, but it was like, how do you even do that? And she was like, I don't know, very carefully or something like that. What did she say?
I don't remember.
The way my tabbing system was all messed up for this too. I don't even know.
I just went through it so fast that I didn't even get the chance.
Did you listen to the audio with it or
with it? Yeah.
How was the audiobook?
It was really good.
Yeah. Was there like an accent or anything?
I think there was a couple actually.
Oh, it was like a full cast?
No, but what was the guy's name? Fenris. She did like an accent for him.
Oh.
And then I don't know, Agnes? Yeah, Agnes. She did like a super high voice for Agnes.
Oh god.
Honestly, I think it made the book better. Like it helped me get through it.
Okay.
But
I was just about to ask what voice she used for the bone dog, but he didn't even talk. So
yeah, he didn't talk.
Enjoyed the dust wife and bone dog and the chicken. Yeah.
For sure.
The main character was kind of boring. TBH.
Yes. She was like the most boring character of the whole book. I'm like, why? She's the main character.
Yeah. I mean, like all her sisters were boring too. Like,
oh, I know.
The only personality trait of that one was to give birth and be abused. Like,
exactly.
What else did she add to the story? Like, what was the overall objective is what I'm missing here, I think. Like, what were they setting out to do?
She was just trying to save her sister.
I think that's what the 3 tasks were about, right? Was to save her sister from something.
I think that's what I like the most about it, because like how far Mara went to save her sister. Like she gave up like one of her teeth and like all of that kind of stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, oh.
And then oh, sorry, continue.
I was just going to say it was like that sister bond that I enjoyed, but we didn't see enough sister moments to create that. I have 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I don't relate to any sibling stories. Like, I'm not a sibling. Like, book lovers hated it because I'm an only child. So
that makes sense.
Can't connect. But
yeah.
And then she gave up like a couple weeks of her life or something, right?
Yeah. Yep. In the goblin market. That was like my favorite parts.
Called the goblin market. I kept calling it the bazaar in my head. Because I was like, what is it called? But that part, have you read Only a Monster by Vanessa Len?
No, not yet.
Okay, because they do like time travel on there, and I hate time travel books, but this one was good because so if they wanted to go back 2 years or whatever, they would take 2 years from like a random guy down the street type of thing from like his life.
Interesting.
Or like if they wanted to go back more years, like 10 years, they could take 2 from him, 2 from this other person. Like, yeah, so it reminded me of that. So that was interesting. Did appreciate to see how truly horrible men treated women and wives, and that wasn't glossed over. I felt like T. Kingfisher did have quite a bit of great commentary. Yeah, there was one line that really stuck out to me when, was it the mom who was like, tell him you're a nun right away, because they like think twice to mistreat a woman if you're a holy symbol or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite lines in the book, I think. Yeah. Beginning part was a bit strange until you figure that out later. Until I figure what out. Oh, like the mission and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Saw movement. Oh, yeah. He was.
It's a ghost.
Joey having a quiet cameo. Not when he was coughing. Oh, that's why he left, because he had to cough.
Oh,
a Sleeping
considerate.
Sleeping Beauty retelling. I don't know.
How do you get that?
Sleeping Beauty retelling. Please elaborate.
There was no girls, or there was no guy saving the girl, that's for sure.
This is true. And Fenris was... What was his role? He like helped them somehow, right? They met at the Goblin Market.
Yep. And then she didn't really know what his goal was for a while, but they like bought him. And then, yeah, with her tooth, right? I think. Is that how it went? Yeah. And then, because he ended up killing the king.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he ended up killing the king.
Wait. Okay, I think I tapped that, but it didn't affect me in any way.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that happened.
Well, here's one of my notes is that part was so like, okay, it was like, and then the king died. Like, it was like one tiny sentence. It doesn't explain how. It's just like, and then the king died. I was like,
okay, then I don't feel too bad.
I have it on page 226, I think. I was like, that makes no sense. What?
Yeah, by then I was like, oh my god, there's too many things happening, but also I'm bored.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fenris, killed him with a sword and he died.
And then moved on.
Yeah, I think he got put in prison or someone, did they escape? I don't even know. The pacing was so off, I don't remember like the last bit.
Yeah, right. I was trying to look up a full like spoilery summary and it was like 6:58 and I was like, oh god.
I just remember that Fenris and Mara like basically went off together in the sunset and
cute.
It hinted at that they were together in the end, so happy ending all around.
Happily ever after. Yeah, I'm like seeing these words and names and I'm like, there's no thoughts head empty, you know. She was so naive, but she seemed to grow more as the story went on. Yeah, it seems like she was having some self-discoveries and so she started at 13. Why don't
I think so, yeah. Because it started out with like her and her sisters. One of her, the first, was it not Dahlia? What was the first sister that died?
There was Kanya? Camilla?
It's Kanya, but that was the middle sister.
That was the pregnant one. Right?
Yeah. But the sister, the older sister.
Agnes?
No, Agnes was the
Who's Agnes? I hate her. Seriously, every month I'm like, why do I run a book club? This is how
it's me go. Though. This is why I'm here to help you. Agnes, when did they pick her up? She was part of the Motley Crew, and I don't remember. Was she a witch? Guys, help.
Yeah, we need help. Hold on. Okay. There's a time delay, so
I know.
Princess and the Pea plus little.
We'll come back.
Huh?
Yeah, because they talked about in the author note, Princess and the Pea, and I was like, what?
And she didn't elaborate as to why?
No.
And I couldn't do it. Well, in my other life at the same time and unrelated, in my other life as a children's book author, an editor asked me if I could do a fairy tale retelling of Princess and the Pea, and I couldn't do it. So is that... what does it say about the prince? We compromised. No, she compromised on Little Red Riding Hood.
Gotcha.
Okay. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood I only see because of the forest. But like, who was the wolf in this scenario?
The king.
Oh my god.
Or the prince, whatever.
See, I don't even understand why. Like, the only villain I remember from this is the prince was the abuser. You're right.
Yeah, because the king was the higher up.
Okay.
Yep.
The way you just explained to me that the king is higher up than the prince. Oh my god, I'm too hungry for
this. Don't you know that?
I need to eat some food. Fairy godmother blessing the baby and Prince Philip, and she was sewing like the spindle and sleeping. Oh, the fairy godmother. There was a fairy godmother? I thought it was
That was Agnes.
Oh, but she was a fairy? I thought it was just godmother. I guess
she was magical.
Oh, and Prince Philip, and she was sewing like the spindle. I guess I have a spindle splintered. Have you read that?
Not yet.
I might squeeze it into like I haven't read a single thing from my TBR this month besides this and like one other book. So I hate that for me. I love the Demon Chicken. Really like the audiobook. Yeah, I love the Demon Chicken. He was essential to the story.
For sure.
The side characters made this book for me. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what a lot of fairy tales are, though, if you think about it.
It's so true.
Like the talking animals and shit are always the best.
Yeah. One. Like the 7 dwarves.
True. Exactly. Yeah, and kill the king. I'm so late. I don't know. The guard in her relationship was a little weird because she seemed so young and he was so much older.
Yes. Yeah, so Fenris was older. He was like 15 years older than her or something. They mentioned him being in his 40s and she was like 30.
Oh.
But
this is not that weird.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was like 60.
Yeah.
That'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Silver Fox, I guess. The goblin market was so interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a what?
Those are my favorite parts.
Oh yeah, when was it there that they also put the glamour on Bone Dog?
Yes.
Because that was one of my favorite parts. Because that was cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I read a lot of what?
But they couldn't find like any type of magic to let the dog bark. It's like what?
Oh,
so random.
Oh yeah, and I liked like the whole like elaboration of like what humans like how their minds work, how our minds work, I guess.
Yeah.
Like with like if you think about how something's supposed to look, that's what you're gonna see.
Yes.
How the glamour works. That was interesting.
That was interesting.
I think I had the bones of a fairy tale and it needed to be fleshed out. Yeah. Is this considered a novella?
I don't think so.
What are the like criteria of what's the criteria of a novella? I feel like I consider in my head like everything under 300 pages is a novella.
For real, especially when you're a fantasy reader.
True.
I'm literally going to Google it because I'm curious.
Okay, yeah, you do that. Shannon McGuire said this book is a modern classic.
Okay. Don't know about that.
I don't know.
Okay. It says a novella typically runs about 100 pages, though it can run a bit longer. Well, duh. But usually the novella is designated by word count, not page count.
I think I did know that, but like who are we? We are not authors to know word count.
Who defines that?
Novellas tend to be less than 200 pages. But A Dowry of Blood is 270, I think.
That's a novella?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? I had no idea.
Yeah. Liv, I was going to say I love sister relationships too because my sister's my bestie, and then Jandy's... Oh,
yeah.
No, see, I hated the whole like sissy thing. Like, it's cool when you're kids. Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to talk. Right. I don't have a sister, but like, yeah, they overused it throughout all of book.
For sure, my sisters and I are not like that. So it was overkill, but I liked Book Lovers. So.
Oh no, it's 7:30. Yeah, I read an arc of it, and it was one of my most highly anticipated because I love beach read, and I surprisingly love People We Meet on Vacation. I laughed so much throughout that book.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know, like the romance, I felt no chemistry. It was like barely bookish. I don't know. The ending, though, was all right. It hit me in my feels a little bit.
Yeah, that's valid. I'll take it.
I gave it 3 stars, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
They buried him alive as punishment, and they went back later to dig him out.
Yes. Fenris.
Wait, that's ringing bells. That is ringing bells. Fenris is the one that was buried alive?
Yep, he killed the king, and then they buried him.
Okay.
As punishment.
I vaguely remember that, yes. Damia was the older sister. Okay,
yeah,
so who was the dead one?
So before anything happened with, what's her name?
Mara. Kanya?
Kanya, yeah. Before anything happened with Kanya, the way Mara caught on that something was off was because Damia died, and they wouldn't give them a reason why. So she knew something was up that the prince was doing. That's how it set the whole thing into motion, where she was like, I have to save Kanya because something is sketchy.
So Damia and Kanya were Eskimo sisters?
What?
That's what they're called, right? When you sleep with the same person.
I guess you could say that.
Because they both slept with the prince?
I think so, right?
Okay, how did Damia die? Because of the prince, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's the thing, is I feel like either I didn't get it, or the book literally doesn't tell you.
I'm just like genuinely asking because I really don't know.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
I don't know either. I don't mind if you spoil. I'm moving so slowly through. I think I prefer other T Kingfishers more. Yeah, I definitely want to read the Hollow Places and the Twisted Ones. Those sound so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm interested in like the Paladin shit and the other. I don't know. I think I'm more interested in like the eerie T Kingfishers.
Same.
Yeah. Agnes is Mara's godmother. Okay. The other godmother. Wait, who's the other godmother? What? Hold on.
There was a godmother of Kanya's baby, but didn't she die or something? And then Agnes stepped in.
Okay, I vaguely remember that too.
Yeah.
You're doing so much better than I am.
And I'm shocked because my memory is so bad. Oh, gosh.
Yes. Oh, the godmother. Okay. I love a silver fox, but I seriously thought she was like 17 the whole time and he was 15.
No, she progressed in age, which was also such a weird like time gap with, I don't know.
Yeah, it was
jumped around.
Jumpy, and yeah, choppy is a good word for it for sure. Maybe that's why I'm highly confused, or maybe I just lack the brain cells for this book.
No.
But I guess I'll look at my notes and see what else on page 181, there was a good like paragraph that I noted, and it felt like metaphors and social commentary about like the world and like the gods, quote unquote, are like politicians. Not to get into all that, but like when she talks about like things that are fair and stuff, and then she's like, nothing is fair except that we try to make it so. That's the point of humans, maybe, to fix things the gods haven't managed. And I was like, damn.
Yep.
She said that. Yeah, she had a few good like metaphors in there about like real life. So
for sure.
Appreciate that. There was also non-binary rep briefly towards the beginning. I don't remember which character it was.
I was going to say, which character was that? Now that I'm thinking about it, I caught on to that, but I don't remember who, because it wasn't one of the main characters, right?
No, definitely not.
Was it like one of Mara's maidservants or whatever? I
don't know. I don't burp. I had it too. I just turned to it like not too long ago. But anyway, if anyone remembers who the non-binary character is, let us know.
Yeah.
There was the prince's godmother.
Oh, interesting.
What was that person's name? Do we remember?
I don't know if they said.
Oh my god, I just turned to the page where where the prince went away, and she said when he came back he would not touch me for 9 months, to be sure, just to be absolutely sure. Those were the best years of my marriage. And I was like, damn, imagine.
Yikes.
Like, that was wild. Like, he was so insecure.
No kidding. Good grief.
It's like, he's terrified of bastards. If I'm allowed out of his sight for a day, he's sure that I'll be pregnant by some other man. Like,
wow. I mean, you married her, so.
Exactly. Hollow Place and Twisted Ones, 5 stars. They have a fair amount of Appalachian vibes, which is so cool because I rarely see that, but they truly kept me up for nights.
Oh.
Appalachian vibes. That's so specific.
Yeah. That's cool.
What does that exactly mean?
Have you been there? Is that why you're saying that? Like a comparison, maybe?
When I think Appalachian vibes, I think of... Wasn't Educated set in the Appalachian Mountains? Like the memoir, Educated?
I haven't read that.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've heard.
Intense. It's definitely intense. Yeah, explain Appalachian vibes. What else? Kanya was a bad bitch though, because she was like, because on page 15, someone was like, "You're gonna get a prince or whatever," and then she was like, "I don't think I want one."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, oh, you'll have a prince of your own someday. I don't think I want one. Or no, it was Mara. Mara said that.
Yeah. Mara.
So Mara's the bad bitch.
Yeah. She's the little nun.
Mara was Addie LaRue. And I will die on this hill.
Really? I didn't get that at all, but now you're making me think.
Like, in terms of that, of like not wanting to be tied to a man and stuff. And
this is true.
Taking matters into her own hands. I compare everyone to Addie LaRue, who doesn't want a man, so.
I mean, I love Addie LaRue, so.
Exactly. I totally thought the Dustwife and Godmother were a thing in the end.
Yes. Yep.
Dustwife and Godmother. I don't even remember the end. I was just glad it was over. Like, it wasn't bad. I feel like I enjoyed it as a whole. Yeah. I just don't care enough to remember things clearly, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When we thought that Bone Dog almost died.
Right?
I was heartbroken. I was like, do not kill the dog. He's my only hope.
I know. I was like, there's too many books and movies where people kill the dog. Don't kill the dog.
Ew, what the hell am I? I said, how did they save Fenris? And is that a nod to Ferris Bueller?
What?
Like, save Ferris? Save Fenris?
I can't.
I was like, it's because, like, I swear there was...
Can I just get in your mind while you read? Because I don't know. I don't know how you think of this stuff.
You do not want to do that. I don't know. This is why. You know, one day my annotated books are going to sell really well because of these random ass thoughts. Because that's the type of shit I write down in all my books.
Oh, I love it though. It's so good. I did think of, that name. When I read Fenris, I was like, Ferris Bueller.
See?
It's not just you.
The mother told Mara that the first sister died because of the prince. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there wasn't an explanation, like detailed. I thought it was like childbirth or something, and then I was like, wait, Mara's on to something. The prince is sketchy, for sure.
All I could think of was Lord Farquaad, because they kept talking about how he was short.
How do I not remember this?
They literally, I think there was one part where she was literally like, I can't get past the fact that he's short or whatever, something along those lines. And I was like, Lord Farquaad? And then, but then she said that they were the same height, like him and Kanya.
I don't remember that. That's so funny.
An Appalachian from West Virginia.
Oh.
Its own culture. Basically, Celtic culture met isolation and became a whole thing. Okay.
That's cool.
Interesting. Fun facts with Joan.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're Appalachian. That's cool. I just think the prince just straight up killed him. Oh.
That's what I assumed. But...
So he didn't sleep with her. Or did he?
Well, I think he did, and then he killed her.
She would rather go to the convent than have a prince treat her like crap. Yeah, what a choice. What a freaking choice.
Yeah, because she was next in line. She was like, nope, I'm running. Convent we go.
Over the hills to grandmother's house. The prince had a godmother that was attached to them because of his grandfather or great-grandfather. And to get rid of the prince's curse, she had to kill the godmother. See, this is too much for my brain power.
I do not remember that.
The prince had a godmother attached to them. Because his grandfather. Huh. That's too much. I can't compute right now.
I don't remember that.
But I'm glad you remember, Amanda. Agnes gave the kid a blessing to kill the prince. Oh, I remember this blessing happening.
Yep.
Because she was Mara's sister's godmother.
Yep.
Blessing to kill the prince. Oh, yeah, and that's when the dust wife came in and was like, you have to do this.
Just like that.
Yep. I should have narrated the audio. Come on.
For real.
Key Kingfishers in the North Carolina part and use that in their books, which is cool because it's going a bit mainstream and usually our books don't.
Wow. Did not catch on to that.
I just want to be T. Kingfisher's friend. You seem like such a cool person.
I know.
Oh. No, I could have sworn there was a whole, hold on, educated book setting. Oh, shit. You're right. Oh.
Can't help you there.
Faraway rural area of Idaho. Why was there no, hold on. I know there was this whole, mountain culture that the author was going through. Am I stupid? Okay.
I think you're just crazy.
I think that too. Set in India. What? Okay, sorry.
Can't help you.
You're killing me. I'm killing me. Both H.B. Brody and Mooney Reeds are also Appalachian.
Oh.
I know Bear is Native American.
Mm-hmm.
Are those mutually exclusive? Probably not. And my rant. Mooney Reeds. I don't think I've ever watched Mooney Reeds. Should I check them out?
I was like, I don't think I know who that is.
Bear's cool though. Love them. When Mara found out her second sister was being abused, she went to her mom and she knew about both of them being abused. Huh.
Yeah, that also kind of bothered me a little bit that the mom just kind of swept that under the rug. Her daughter is trying to tell her hey, this is not okay. There's abuse going on here. And the mom was just kind of but she's the princess. Oh, yeah. That's all that matters. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to wring your neck. You were so stupid.
How did you visualize her mom to look? I suck at visualizing, but I have some go-to
things. I mean, clearly you're talking about Farquaad here.
The mom reminded me of I always forget her name, but she is in Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. She's the mom of the two.
Yes, the blonde.
What is her name?
I don't know.
My friend does a really good impression of her, but I keep forgetting her name.
She love that visual.
Those lips.
Yeah. Yep.
I haven't read this book and I have no idea what I liked. But I'm having the best time. Oh my god, Kendal, you're so cute.
I love that you're still here. It cracks me up.
I can't believe we're still here. Like, it's been 45 minutes.
45 minutes, and you were freaking out.
Accomplished?
You were like, we're only gonna be like 10 or 15 minutes because I can't remember anything.
Seriously, what?
I love it.
Here? Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm so bad at celebrity names.
Oh, me too. Authors I can do, celebrities no.
This is true. Authors I can't even do like I forgot Mara's name. Like
yeah.
Like I love a book if I remember characters' names.
Same.
Life hacks. There are native people in Appalachia. We white people came into their land, but not all of it. So they live there too. It's their land. There's also Black Appalachian culture. I could have sworn educated was.
I love that you're still on about this.
I'm literally because I remember like reading about it, and I was like, oh, it's a whole different culture. Am I? You know what? I'll get back to y'all. It's great because I actually haven't been spoiled yet in this live. Oh, because how far did you get into it? Did we not thoroughly go through? I feel like we freaking played Operation on this book.
We talked about the beginning and Mara's goal and the king dying by Fenris and being buried alive. And we talked about all the characters. Yeah. I don't even know what we missed, really.
I put saints equals confusing.
What?
Like, they talked about saints, like, being this evil entity, right? And, like, there was this one part where she subtly said something and, like, oh, he's a saint. Like, Fenris was a saint or something. Someone was a saint. I don't fucking know.
Clearly it wasn't important enough.
Yeah, exactly. It was super confusing. Someone explain the saints in the chat because I know it was there. There were like a handful of pages where they talked about these saints being like, just bad people.
Are they talking about like what was the land that Mara went to find the Dust Wife? Are there saints there? Is that what they were referring to, maybe? What you're talking about? That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know. I also put I hated the caterpillar scene, which was also at the Goblin Market when they were doing the moths.
Oh.
Thing.
Why'd you hate that?
Because it was creepy the way she described it. Oh, I looked it up, by the way. T. Kingfisher is she, her. I always thought they were they, them, but...
Me too. I think I got thrown off because...
of all the
narrator for What Moves the Dead. I don't know. That threw me off.
There was like all the pronoun talk in What Moves the Dead.
Yeah, I think that's what threw me off.
Where is it? Where are you?
I just remember the moth was the part that symbolized her life or something.
It was for something. I remember the tab was like up here, so I'm looking at all the higher up tabs. God, this is a mess.
I know. I wish I had tab now so I could help you.
Everyone who ever watches my live streams are probably like, please never ask me to be a guest host because this is how you're going to treat me.
No, this is great. I'd rather it be low key than like super high strung and I'm put on the spot, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The moth scene.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out the moth scene. I just remember like the tooth dancer part.
I know I tabbed it and I wrote, I hate this scene, LOL. And it was on the right side. God. And it was a yellow tab. This is ridiculous. Why am I like this? Hi, Sid!
Hi!
Mara's mom said they couldn't do anything for this. What did you rate this, Sid?
Oh, yeah. Did you read it?
I know she read What Moves the Dead. That's the reason why I read it, because it was her book club thing. But halfway in, okay, yeah, we spoiled. Sorry, unless you left while we spoiled, and that's some talent.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this? They couldn't do anything for the.
Oh. Yeah. When Mara was trying to say like, "Hey, the prince is abusing my sister," but I guess that makes sense. Not really, but you know.
I mean, at the time, when was this? This had to be like in the way past, but
yeah.
Okay, what the? Where is it?
You're still looking for the moth?
Yeah, I should have put a freaking page number.
That was during the goblin market, right?
Yeah, so it had to be like in the middle. Okay.
Right.
What is happening? Whatever. I give up. What about the cannibalism in the beginning? Yeah, not yikes, because I was like, oh, sweet. Like,
let's go.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those darker, like What Moves the Dead type of book.
Yeah. But I honestly thought like from the beginning the creepy vibes were there, but then completely lost it by the end. The ghost stuff was kind of cool at the end, but like I couldn't visualize it very well.
Ghost stuff.
Yeah, at the end. They go into like the tomb, remember? Because there's dead people buried underneath the castle. Where there was the thief wheel thing that we didn't understand.
Okay, so it was around the thief wheel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, can I just share?
What is happening?
This is so stupid. So on page 32, they talk about my mother's hold on. No. On page 31, she goes, he's very old. And then whoever replied, he's barely 50. And she's like, what? And then, it's the maid. My mother served his father and his grandfather, and she only retired last year. Some say there's a terrible magic over the kingdom. Oh, hold on. Oh, but the strain of it wears on them, poor souls. And I annotated and said, like Obama after his presidency. Because have you seen that side by side?
Yeah.
Like before. And that's how my mind works, everybody.
You're not wrong.
You haven't been spoiled because this book is too confusing.
It is. There's a lot packed in here. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I said like the politics were simple because the goal was simple, but there was a lot in here for it being so short.
Yeah. So T. Kingfisher is a genius, is all we're saying.
Yeah,
is the conclusion to this live show.
Right.
The creepy people. Yeah, in the beginning I was like, okay, so she's not alone. And there are cannibals, and these dogs are about to eat each other too.
Right?
But like, who are these people?
I think they were just like outcasts or something. I don't really know why. Probably because they were cannibals. I mean...
Oh, I'm gonna pee. There we go. I have no memory of the saints, but I'm sure it was thrown in there somewhere. Okay, did we read? Okay, see, I just turned to it. Page 186. Oh, wait. She might have just said you're a saint. Like, wait, see? No, she said you're a saint. And he was like, you have no idea. And then it was like, it felt like he was like, oh, because I am a saint, like a saint, like the book specific saint.
Oh.
Fuck. I don't know. Forget it. Never mind. I'm done. Was the moth scene when they were in the caves or dungeon? I thought they were at the Goblin Market.
Yeah, I think that's what she means.
I thought they were at the Goblin Market. Is that the same thing?
I think so. Or maybe she's talking about underneath the castle. Because they were trying to set... Were they trying to set Agnes free? I think. Right? I guess I shouldn't be asking you.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask. Everyone in the chat, right? Right? Oh my god. And then another annotation. Page 162.
Oh no.
It says, I am beginning to question the sense of this entire enterprise. And I put an arrow and I put me with this book. And that's where I
regret.
That's where I gave up. 162. So everything after that I was just highly confused.
I think that's so funny because the first part was so boring to me.
I think I just had the momentum, the desire to understand in the beginning.
That makes sense.
You gave What Moves the Dead a 3? Girl, I gave it a 5. That was my favorite book of October. We are not the same. The freaking puppet strangling the lady.
Yes. That was so weird. That was the weirdest part of this book, honestly.
So weird. No, I vaguely remember, literally 168. I am so lost and bored, TBH. So if the puppet scene was after that, then no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Yes, it was freaky.
A totally different book. The 10%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was kind of crazy.
They went to the catacombs to talk to the great-grandfather's ghost to let go of the governor. Okay, so yeah, like I said, if that was towards the end, I gave up. But I still annotated.
Are you sure it wasn't Joey?
No, I still annotated. And see, I highlighted you cannot help people who do not want to help. We can only save people.
Oh, I love that.
Saved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I love that discussion. What else did I write here? Me and toxic relationships. What is this referring to? That was the quote. That was how she was going to die, telling someone it was all right for stabbing her. Really, she didn't mind.
Yeah.
Me and toxic relationships is what I wrote for that. I'm fucking crying. I hear it. I read this a bit ago, so I don't exactly remember the moths, to be honest. Did I just imagine this entire book? Because clearly everything I'm saying, no one remembers.
I do.
You're like, hello, it's me. Okay. Yeah, Mexican Gothic was better. Oh yeah, we talked about this, that you didn't like What Moves the Dead because you liked Mexican Gothic more. I gave Mexican Gothic 5 stars too. Have you read Mexican Gothic?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I gave it a 3.5.
Okay.
But that's from someone that doesn't read horror. That was my 3rd horror book ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read that last September with Cami, actually. Hello, right on time.
Oh, look at that.
Just happened. Aw, cutie. We're meeting on Friday. I'm so excited.
Oh, fun. Wait, for the first time?
For the first time. Yeah.
What? Can I come?
Yes? Are you kidding? I can't believe you literally... Wait, when did you move from Illinois? What year?
Oh, geez. I'm trying to think. 2012?
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say if we missed each other by a year.
Yeah.
That would have been... Never mind. It's not.
I graduated high school in 2012. Which is crazy. So then I came to South Carolina for college.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated in 2015.
Gotcha. We old.
I thought the moths were... Yes.
I still do not remember this moth part. This is the only thing that I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, I thought in my head, but I swear I'm losing my freaking... I'm about to go through every single tab. They were at the Goblin Market and there's these moths that she chooses one was a lot more expensive than the other. but she chose the cheaper one so she could find some information out. And then so she chooses the moth, and then this whole like transformation happens where this caterpillar like crawls all over her hand, builds a
that had to do with taking 2 weeks off her life, right? That was connected with that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. This all makes sense, but okay, whatever. More the merrier. I gotta go eat dinner. Honestly, I gotta go eat dinner too. Perfect segue because it's been an hour. Love you too, Sid.
Yes.
But you're not old. I graduated in 2004. I mean, what is old, honestly?
When I think of 10 years, it's just weird, like a decade, you know?
Yeah, that's wild. I don't like it because this is literally why I was sobbing last night over We Spread, because it talks about like aging and not being able to do stuff you used to love and like running out of time. And God, I can't wait for you to see my Gilmore Girls vlog because...
Oh, you're vlogging it for Gilmore Girls?
Heck yeah. I don't know what prompt I'm using it for.
That's what I was going to ask.
I don't know. Nothing really. I did the thing where like I walked past it at work and I did a double take and like my heart told me to grab it.
I got you.
It all made sense because it like was what I was not contemplating. I guess contemplating on for like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Just gotta do it.
So I was like, wow, perfect timing. Good luck with the moth. That's how they found... I read that as Ferris at first. The moth is how they found Fenris. Okay. I remember she gave 2 weeks of her life to pick a moth to find her man. I'm not crazy.
Gotcha.
Y'all were all gaslighting me.
That makes sense now.
Love you. Bye. Yeah, oh my God, the other day Joey was like, wait, Cami's only 20 years old. And I was like, no, she says that every year.
I was like, wait a second.
I graduated in 2011. This has been fun. I need to read We Spread, especially because chronic illness has me feeling like I'm 40. I have arthritis, so feel that.
Man.
Okay.
Aren't we all?
I literally feel 21 sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I feel 10 sometimes, but anyway, any last minute announcements? Any last minute thoughts? Anyone?
I don't think so. I'm glad I read this though, because I kind of felt iffy about like what moves the dead. I was like, am I going to come back to it? Am I not? And I was like, well, this one just sounds creepy and kind of good. So maybe I'll give the author a second shot. So I'm glad I did, because now I'm interested in more. And I just bought the defensive baking guide one today. So
oh, really?
I've heard that one's like cozy. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're in your cozy era.
Yeah. It's cold outside.
Yeah, Nettle and Bone was on your like big list of spooky books you wanted to get to. That's how we came to the conclusion to pick it.
It's so true.
Aw, y'all are so cute. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, guys.
Also, check out Rachel's book sleeves. Hello?
Yeah, for sure.
Taylor Swift ones. Well, I don't know if they're sold out yet. They're probably all sold out by now, but I got mine.
Good for you. I got a little happy corner.
Oh, yeah. I have this one. This one was my first one.
I love that print.
Alexandra Roslin is doing the baking one for her book club.
Yep.
Is it new? And why is it suddenly blowing up now?
Probably because she's doing it for her book club.
Oh, that makes
so sense. Is Desi from Darling Desi.
Okay.
They're both doing it.
Wait.
Yep.
I thought she didn't do like bookish content. Every time I see her videos pop up, they're like not.
Her Patreon does it.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Christmas collection coming next week.
Oh, take my money. I don't have a Christmas sleeve.
I don't either. I need a bat one. I tried snagging a bat one during like Summerween, but I couldn't. But anyway, yeah, everyone join Gilmore Girls Readathon. It's still happening on the 13th.
We're pushing through.
So exciting. You're not daily vlogging again, right?
No.
Uploading?
Gosh, no.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do that again. I almost died.
God, I know what you mean. Yeah, Booktober. I'm still recovering from Booktober, and I didn't even do it fully. So
yeah, you're amazing. I don't know how you did it.
Me neither. I didn't even do it. I mean, last Vlogmas was my most successful. I did 22 out of 25, which was wild to me. That I will flex.
Yeah.
Last time I got it. I got this like a year ago.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she just release that?
I saw that.
Yeah. I was like, wait, how'd you already get yours?
Last time. I'm a real one. But okay. Good night, everyone. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And Liv went through a whole traffic situation before.
Oh gosh, I literally didn't think I was gonna make it.
Thank you for joining me. I will definitely invite you to sprints at some point.
Oh, please do. I love sprints. Yeah. Let's do it.
Alrighty. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Subscribe to Live if you haven't already. Bye.